So hello and a very good evening YouTube. I hope each one of you are doing absolutely fine. Well, it's a Saturday afternoon basically, around 4 p.m. So I had received a comment from one of the viewers asking for a detailed demonstration about how to lubricate the front sprocket of the CB350. I had previously done a video demonstrating how I clean the drive chain of my CB350 and also after that how I lubricate it. Now see, you have to understand one thing regarding the CB350. There is a particular noise that comes out of the sprocket area, basically the front sprocket area, and that is absolutely fine. That has been there in my motorcycle as well from day one. Regardless whether I lubricate the chain or whether I don't, that is the nature of this particular chain sprocket which has been used in this motorcycle. But yes, there could be annoying noise as well which is abnormal, so it is very difficult for me to understand that whether your motorcycle is having any abnormal sound or not. Nonetheless, let me just show you all the demonstration now, that how I maintain the front sprocket area. So that'll be it. So let's get on with the video. So yes guys, to lubricate the front sprocket we first need to remove the cover which is sitting on top of it, and to do so we need a couple of tools and also an oil can to lubricate. So this is the oil can which I would be using. It contains 90 grade gear oil, and we would be needing 10 mm and an 8 mm sockets. Okay, and I would also be using an extension along with a ratchet. Okay, in order to take off the front sprocket cover, we first need to take off the gear lever. Okay, so we need the 10 mm socket for the same. So there is a particular nut behind it, so we first need to undo that. Before you take off the gear lever, you should mark where exactly it is seated. Okay, maybe some kind of marking. In case of me, I have done this before, so I have some sort of idea over here, but if you're doing it for the first time, I would request you to kindly mark any kind of markings, because there's a possibility that you would, when you drive it back in, there is a possibility that it could get a bit, misaligned like this or like this. So that should not be the case. Then you would have difficulty in shifting gears. And once the bolt is out, I took off this bolt from here. Then if you gently pull this, it will come out. Okay. And now it is time to take this cover off, and for that we need the 8 mm sockets. So once both the bolts are loose, completely loose, then you should be able to gently take this off. Okay, and keep it aside. Now as you could see, there is this particular piece of iron over here which also comes out. Now in your case it could also stay stuck in that particular cover which I just took out. In my case it is sticking out over here. All your chain lube and all such things from the road and everywhere else comes and sits over here. So it's a good practice to have this place properly serviced with diesel or any kind of degreaser every once every 5,000 or 6,000 kilometers. Let's just concentrate on how I lubricate it, because that's the topic of today's video. The sound basically comes out from here. Okay, this is the sprocket and this is the shaft which is coming out of the engine, and it has a gear it has a gear kind of mechanism over here which holds on to the front sprocket, and which in turn is equipped with this drive chain. So that's the story over here, and we need to lubricate these areas. Okay, the gap you see over here in between the sprocket and the shaft, these areas, they get dry, you know, they tend to get dry. So we need to lubricate that particular location, and for which I would be using gear oil. So the procedure I use to do so is gently, you know, put some amount of gear oil over here, just like that, and then turn the wheel a bit and repeat the procedure again. Turn the wheel, put some more, turn the wheel and put some more, turn the wheel. So you could just repeat this procedure a couple of times. You do not need to over lubricate things, that doesn't solve anything. So that's it, guys. That's all you need to do over here. Give it some 5 to 10 minutes. Take some rag like this and clean the places, you know, where the drops has fallen. Now, as you could see, guys, this particular guy over here has become too damn dirty. So yes, guys, now it is time to clean these, as I didn't expect such a lot of, you know, muck and everything to get stuck over here. So it will be very difficult to show you how to put things back before cleaning this muck. So let me just, you know, pause the video over here, have these cleaned, and then I'll continue the video. Stay tuned. So yes, guys, I'm done with the cleaning, and as you could see, I have done as far as I could, because I do not have my proper, you know, cleaning elements over here with me today, because I did not plan to clean this and I didn't expect this much of muck over here. But nonetheless, the cleaning has been done and it's now time to put things back. And as you could see, this one is also cleaned properly. So yep, now the trick is, now see, guys, if this one in your case comes apart, it sometimes stays and sometimes it does come out apart. So if it comes apart in your case, what you need to, you know, figure out over here is, this one is going to go like this. Okay, so you see this half circle over here, this one is going to get, you know, seated like this. Okay, and there is one absolutely flat surface and one a little bit curved one. So the curved one is going to stay on the outer side. Okay, so and there are also two small beads over here, one on this side, one on this side, and as you could see, there are two holes on either side of this one. The smaller ones goes inside the plastic bead over here. Okay, it is there on both the sides. So once that is aligned, you would find it gets aligned with the other hole as well, from where the bolt is supposed to go through. And you get over here, you have your, you know, gear numbers. Now obviously that is going to stay on the bottom side and get hold of your two bolts. Okay, one is going to go over here. So what I did, I am holding it with my hand on this side, and from the other side I am driving the bolts in just like this, and the other one like this. Okay, now once that is done, it's time to, you know, place it over here, and this hole is for the gear shaft which is coming out from there. So align it accordingly and simply put it back. Now as I said, guys, this could get a bit tricky for y'all. You have to, you know, figure it out yourself a bit. So now you got to align the bolts with the, you know, thread on the other end. Okay, now it's time for the other one. You just got to wriggle it a bit and it is going to get seated. Okay. You do not have to put a lot of pressure in tightening these, guys. Medium level of tightening is good enough. Okay. Once you're done with this, you need to just rotate the wheel once and see whether it is moving out freely or not, whether any hindrance is coming, whether any of the parts which you have taken off and then installed it back is touching any of the moving parts or not. That's something which I regard as one of my thumb rule. Okay, so when that is done, just give some gentle rub with a microfiber cloth. Okay, and after that it's time to put the gear lever back. Okay, let me just rub this one a bit also, seems to be a bit dirty. So as I said, before starting the job, you need to mark some kind of reference spots over here. I make mistakes at times, so that's why I see that it's always better to have some sort of reference mark in this case. So, and once you are sure about the position, just drive this thing in, and then it is time for that 10 mm bolt to be put back. Now again, guys, this one, when you are putting the lever in its position, it is not supposed to go all the way in. Okay, there is some sort of gap should be there, otherwise this bolt won't go in. Okay, you got to figure that out as well. You got to wriggle it a bit and then it is going to go in. Okay, now you have to keep that in mind. Now once you're done with this, and then it's time to tighten this bolt as well. So let me put in the 10 mm socket, and again you do not need to over tighten these bolts. You just need to medium tight them. So that completes it, guys. That completes the lubricating of the front sprocket, and things should be absolutely fine. I generally do this every 5,000 kilometers when I open up this sprocket cover and clean it properly, and I schedule it accordingly. So I give the chain sprocket a clean as well, and if I find a lot of muck has gone into the chain cover, I even remove that one for a proper cleaning, and I do all these stuffs once I complete 5,000 kilometers. Okay, after every 5,000 kilometers I remove all these covers and everything, and then clean the chain, clean these places with diesel, or you could use any kind of degreaser, and then I completely wash the bike properly, give it some time for every single part to dry up properly, and then put things back again, and then lube the chain, and then put gear oil on the front sprocket as you guys just saw, and then install this cover, and that completes it. So that's it, guys. I hope you liked the video. I hope I could share some sort of information over here, as I was asked by one of the viewers of showing the proper way of lubricating the front sprocket. So that's why I made this video. So if you like the video, guys, hit the like button, share this video with your friends and family, and if you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button along with the bell notification icon. It really motivates me a lot to make all these kind of videos for y'all. So have a nice evening ahead, guys. Please take good care of yourself. Okay, bye bye.